Okay, fact check on my last video. So I was talking to my friend in America. We were like text chatting on WhatsApp, and she wrote to me like, "Oh, I didn't know the only reason why you're still living in Russia is for the sake of your ex-wife." I'm like, "What the hell? Is that what you got from my video? Is that did I say something wrong? Am I misunderstood?" And I'm like, absolutely not. The only reason why I am living in Russia is for the sake of my son. Okay, my son, not my ex-wife. I don't know where she got that from. I gotta rewatch my video and see if I said something about my. I'm here from my ex-wife. That's crazy. I haven't seen her in like probably 10 years, and I never want to see her again at any time in my life. When my son was little, like she'd like invite me over to take care of him when she was sick, and she'd go to work, and I'd take care of him because I worked later in the afternoon, so she could get back. And yeah, we had a pretty good relationship. Um, but since my son got older and like I don't have to go to her house to pick him up, he can just meet me outside. I haven't seen her, and I don't want to see her. I'm certainly not living here for her sake. I'm living here for my son's sake. Just to make that clear again, for my son's sake. So, a couple other fact checks. Of course, Red Square wasn't only used for tortures, even though that happened. Yeah, like I said, it was a big open marketplace, and it was used for during festivals, for parades and celebrations and everything. It was like the center of Moscow. It was just like the place to be. All right, when anything important is going on, and yeah, everything from military parades to religious parades, and yeah. And about St. Basil's Cathedral, the actual name is the Intercession of the Mother of God, but intercession, protection of the Mother of God, it's like the same thing. I think falls on the holiday of October 14th. And the eight altars were not about the 8 days of siege because there were more than 8 days of siege. It took longer. It's the eight most significant battles in the Kazan campaign. Um, so it's dedicated to eight of the most significant battles, which led to the conquest of Kazan. And I think that's about it. I think everything else was pretty accurate, what I said. So I'm back at home in Nizhny Novgorod, which is 435 kilometers from Moscow. I think like southeast, definitely east. Yeah, southeast from it's actually right on the road to Kazan. And Ivan Grozny, Ivan the Terrible, stopped in Nizhny Novgorod with his soldiers and all, with his army as they're marching to conquer Kazan. Right, so it's it's on the road to Kazan. It's like the major stop between Moscow and Kazan. So, about Ivan Grozny, okay. Okay, Ivan Grozny is what they call him in Russian, which is uh, Groz. It comes from the word from thunder, like so. It's more like Ivan the Thunderer, or it's not. It doesn't sound as bad as Ivan the Terrible, but actually, he was pretty much a coward. Yeah, he was all powerful leader and loved to torture people and stuff like that. That's just not rumor. I've read a lot of history books about him. But like when it came to the conquest of Kazan, right? He was like uh, standing in a big like church tent, right? And he was praying and praying, and like the leading officers, generals, or whatever came and said, "Okay, we're about to storm Kazan. Your Majesty, whatever they call him, come and lead the troops. Okay, we're about to storm through the walls, right?" And he's like, "No, no, I should stay here and pray, because the more I pray, the more successful we'll be." Like, okay. And they come back another time. Your Majesty, come on, the troops are like, want you to like rally them. They want to see you and everything. Yo, cheer them on. No, no, I should pray. I should stay here and pray. Okay, he was very religious, even though he like loved to torture people and stuff like that and kill people. But yeah, he was very religious actually, but he was also cowardice. Finally, his soldiers got him out of his tent and they put him on a horse and they pulled him towards the like walls of Kazan, and he stopped like at the walls and he's like, "I'm not going to go any further." And he's like, "The troops want you to rally them on. No, I have conquered Kazan." And he didn't even like cross the walls, as far as I remember. Basically, he was not leading his troops. And then he built like a church on this place where he stopped in front of the walls of Kazan. Okay, I'll probably fact check this, but yeah, I've definitely read that in. I have a big book about Ivan Grozny, right? And yeah, it was outside of the walls. He didn't even enter the walls, right? And because he was scared, right? And so yeah, it's like really powerful people. They can order anyone to be killed, but when it comes to actually facing death in reality, they're scared. There's other examples like that with Ivan Grozny, right? When he was fighting uh, Lithuania, and oh man, I don't remember the guy's name. Anyway, it was like the Lithuanian guy. Uh, he's like, yo, Ivan Grozny is like, yo, why are we killing fellow Christians? Because he was losing the war with Lithuania. Why are we killing fellow Christians and everything? Yo, and this and that and that. And so why can't I remember his name? Okay, the like king of, I think it was Lithuania, one of those countries. Anyway, he's like, okay, you come out on the field and we'll fight one on one. And the person who wins will win the war. Okay? Just you and me, the two kings, or the czar, right? Me, the king, and the czar. Okay, let's fight one on one. The person that wins the war and wins the disputed territory. And do you think Ivan Grozny fought? No, he chickened out, of course, and refused to fight. So yeah, it's weird how like really like powerful people who think they're all powerful are. I think actually, if you look at it historically, actually that's true in a lot of cases. But they're actually cowards deep down. They're not going to fight and put their lives at risk, right? Even though they'll order other people to go out and fight and die or order other people to be executed. But they're too cowardice to put their lives at risk. Where's my book about Ivan Grozny? I have it right here somewhere. Uh, but yeah, but he was really a major figure in Russian history. And of course, he killed his own son in a fit of rage. He was really remorseful afterwards, but, you know. Historians debate on the reason why he killed his son, but he was in a fit of rage. But yeah, historians debate on it. So yeah, Russian history is interesting. So I just wanted to clear up that thing about, no, I'm not here because of my ex-wife. I never want to see her again in my life. I'm here for the sake of my son. And just to be a good dad. And, yeah. So, it's spring. Happy spring to everyone. Spring started at 1746 Moscow time on Thursday, March 20th. So, yeah, but there's still snow everywhere, and it's barely melting. Temperature is about like +6, which is good, but still, snow everywhere. Okay, how did we go from Ivan Grozny to snow? I don't know. Okay, so hope that cleared things up. And yeah, I hate saying, give me a like and subscribe. That sounds so cheesy. So I'm not going to say that. That sounds cringe. Okay, anyway, hope you liked the video. Oh yeah, Ivan Grozny killed like so many people in Novgorod. He just attacked Novgorod for no reason because he thought they wanted to be part of Lithuania, but it was just an excuse to massacre basically the whole city because they're independent. Yeah, I want to go to Novgorod. Actually, Novgorod is like the oldest city in Russia. It is, yeah, pretty much the oldest city. Not, I live in Nizhny Novgorod, which is lower Novgorod, right? But the actual Novgorod is much further north. And yeah, it's pretty much the oldest historical city in Russia. Yeah, I want to go there this summer and make a video there. So, yeah. That would be really cool. I always wanted to go there because it's just like such an ancient place. And Novgorod was like the most influential and like powerful like province in Russia. Like Russia wasn't united; they had all these kind of different provinces and areas and everything, right? Like I said, Moscow was like an insignificant little town compared to, especially compared to Novgorod, right? And so yeah, it would be really interesting to go there. So yeah, definitely that's my next goal this summer, to go to Novgorod. That's the next place in Russia I want to see. Okay, everyone, have a good spring. Happy vernal equinox. Goodbye. До свидания. Auf Wiedersehen.